From Shonda Rhimes, Queen of ABC, until Disney took her Fast Pass. And Netflix, the streaming service who raised prices in 23, added ads, will probably raise prices in 24, took away password sharing, and are counting on the Stranger Things, kids to keep you signed on. Comes a potent mix of Skinamax, Gossip Girl, and colonizer cosplay known as Bridgerton. Plus that Queen Charlotte spinoff too. Dearest Screen Junkies, it is once again time to take an honest look at a program whilst applying a liberal dose of penile jokes for your amusement. We begin in Regency-era London, where the elites secure their positions by making their children smash their rich little junk together, all while following the latest goss over who's in the lead for a junk smashing. And once or twice a season, they'll show said junk smashing in 4 scandalous Ks of detail. Bosoms. I mean, boobs. Return to an era when England was racked by war and crises at home and abroad. If you were poor, that is. For the people who mattered, life revolved around the social season, a pre-Me Too tradition where women got shown off like prize hogs at market. And the losers had to marry the grayest dogs in the aristocracy. Ruling the roost is Queen Charlotte, the only Netflix personality who loves mess more than Marie Kondo.
I love mess.
Say yes, Queen, for a monarch who's not so interested in her kids.
Sorrows, prayers. You are old. Your wombs are likely dry and useless. Sorrows, prayers. Virgins to the left of me, to the right. Sorrows, prayers.
But very into throwing ever larger balls while wearing exponentially larger wigs.
Your Majesty, I know you're here to both serve and eat, but there's troubling news from India you should really be attending to.
Enjoy a period piece with a dash of modern sense and sensibility.
May I present a lamp?
No.
Where the empire involved in the Atlantic slave trade basically acts colorblind. But sexism is still going strong.
You know, I believe
Hush, woman.
Mozart canonically exists.
A child named Mozart. Has she no taste?
But people prefer Ariana and Coldplay? And sex is on everyone's minds, but they know less about it than whoever asked Yahoo Answers, how is Babby formed?
How does a lady come to be with child?
I'm not even sure what marital duty is.
You may very well know some things already.
I know nothing.
How did she become a child if she's not married?
I do not know. How many times does he insert it?
Inserts himself? Inserts himself where?
I know what a brothel is. Almost.
It is not weight that produces a belly. It is the child itself.
What, do you mean its little head and body inside me?
See, prudes, this is what happens when you get rid of sex scenes. You have to hear gross analogies instead.
Rain soaks a field in autumn, and in spring flowers grow. My garden is in bloom. I want to be gardened as much as possible.
In an era when everyone hates Nepo babies, somehow the Bridgertons all get a pass. They're honorable, duty-bound, and hot. Basically the Starks if they only got murdered socially.
She made quite an impression, however fleeting it may have been.
In Season 1, Duke Simon struggles with his stutter, but can cock a brow with the best of them. He'll find Daphne, a lady so perfect they can't even kiss in wet dreams. Season 2 features oldest brother Anthony, who was traumatized by watching his father get my-girled.
Father, what is it? Father.
Well, those are in bad taste then. He's engaged to sweet Edwina, but since she doesn't roast him like a melanated Peggy Bundy, he goes for someone who will.
Your character is as deficient as your horsemanship. Your dubious and libertine reputation goes before you. Some men cannot perform without their familiar tools, like a child with a blanket. I was smiling at the view, which you are now blocking.
See, ladies, negging does work. He'll be sniffing you in no time.
That's scent.
Then we'll go back to the even pastier past to see the origin of Queen Charlotte and King George, who battled mental illness the best way they knew how: torture. while Queen Charlotte solves racism forever.
I know that no one who looks like you or me has ever married one of these people.
Only 250 years before the real royal family caught up, and counting? Season 3 follows Penelope, a wallflower who's channeled her loneliness into writing London's answer to TMZ.
It has been said that of all dead or alive, a scribbling woman is the most canine.
This Lady Perez of Hilton will fall for Middleton Collin, who came back from the continent looking like the Dread Pirate Roberts if he had extensive work done. Poor lad, must be hard to smolder when you're Botoxed from lip to tip. That face has seen an iPad. So strap in for an Andrew Lloyd Webber level of cattiness.
Have you not received an invitation? Oh, my. Well, I will see if there is still room.
For a show with a cultural impact as big as anything with a dragon, zombie, or cape in it.
Let us all doff our clothes in triumph.
The writing on this show is amazing.
Because ladies love emotional vulnerability.
My only purpose in life is to love a woman as great as you.
Cute butts. And romantic tension that's so slow building, they're basically made to watch on 1.5 speed until you get to the good stuff. It's kind of jarring that they drop porn in the middle of a soap opera every once in a while, but since they're all wearing corsets, it basically counts as Shakespeare, right? Woo! Now rip that bodice. Starring corsets.
This corset is quite snug, so I give the appearance of a statue. Ridiculous to the eye, but that is because I cannot move.
It's as if I shall feel anything but the inability to breathe in this corset.
Almost touching.
We cannot go further.
Flowers.
Daisies always trouble my nose.
Bees! Help us, someone!
Great wigs.
I did think it would be bigger.
Nosy crowds.
I just think we should finish the stunts. People are looking.
People are watching. This scandal could very well tarnish my debut, Mama.
After they tried to entrap poor Mr. Bridgerton into marriage with a woman with child.
It is kind of him.
Perhaps overly so. I would leave this. She's done for.
Having an important conversation while dancing.
I've been meaning to tell you. I've been editing my travel diary into a manuscript.
Do you have any thoughts about children?
If this is to be a match like no other, then you should call me by my name.
We are a team, are we not?
I'm to return to India.
You will abandon her?
You cannot marry him. You hardly know him.
I know him well enough.
From the moment I laid eyes on you, I
Dead dads.
After your father died, a wall went up inside you.
After my father died, Mama and I did the best we could to raise Edwina.
He hasn't shown his face since your father passed.
I know I should have taken a firmer hand with you when Papa died.
My brother George died on the battlefield.
My dear, very dead husband.
My father died years ago.
As did mine.
You must be my father. And no offense taken, he was ugly. And very old. So old that, well, he died.
Now we have to get married.
You will marry her immediately. After my brother clearly took liberties with your virtue, I would merely be doing my duty.
And you were alone, quite close to one another. It is a scandal.
Are you to marry the girl in Featherington?
What?
Because if the Duke is forcing your hand...
Forcing me? My goodness. If anything, I'm the one forcing him.
She's lucky her gentleman agreed to a hasty marriage after she went and ruined herself.
You lured him into those gardens to trap him into marriage. I am the one who trapped you into this marriage.
I trapped you.
Intense ball anxiety.
Just remember to remain composed and control your emotions.
Just remember to breathe, Bon.
Throwing a ball.
I cannot do this tonight.
What a striking gown you have on.
You as well, my lord. Not the gown part, obviously the first part.
How is my coat? Should I have a different handkerchief? Why has no one arrived yet?
Save a dance for me at the next ball.
ladylike hobbies,
There's only a pamphlet on new methods for the tidying of dogs. Well, a lady is allowed her hobbies, is she not?
Ladies, hurry with your miniatures before our guest arrives.
Miss Thompson is very accomplished at needlework.
I can divide and multiply.
French, Italian, Latin.
And you're Greek?
She not only plays sitar, Murli, but pianoforte too.
You genuinely enjoy embroidery.
Of course I do.
The straight stitch, running stitch, chain stitch, the French knot.
I so love cheese.
As do I, Mr. Finch.
the servant shuffle,
Brimsley, fresh snuff.
That is all for now, Mrs. Wilson. Thank you.
Eloise?
My staff are very discreet.
the most sincere apologies.
I am deeply sorry.
I am truly sorry.
I'm sorry for intruding. And I'm very sorry for my callous comment here last year.
I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry.
I am so sorry.
I am so sorry.
You must forgive me.
Forgive us.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Forgive me, I do not know why I wrote it.
I want to apologize.
I came to apologize.
I call on you to apologize.
Please accept my apology.
Accept my apology.
Apologies, sir.
My apologies.
Apologies.
My apologies.
My apologies. My deepest apologies.
My sincere apologies.
And a never-ending lemon party.
Shall we go and get some lemonade?
And here we have the lemonade table. Your refreshment.
Lord Bridgerton.
I shall fetch you a glass of lemonade.
No.
Or am I to accompany you to fetch some lemonade?
Allow me to fetch a lemonade for you.
If you'll excuse me, I'm fetching Miss Kelper a lemonade.
Miss Francesca, I brought you some lemonade.
She is not drinking the lemonade.
Precisely, Your Majesty. She is not drinking the lemonade.
No wonder they colonized half the planet for its sugar cane. Pownton Abbey. Ah, the pull-out method. 100% of the time, it works 50% of the time. Now that you're all hot and bothered, check out the new episode of By the Numbers that creates the ultimate R-rated rom-com in a lab. Or take a look at GameSpot's new show Star Players, where celebrities show off their lifelong gaming addictions. First up, Monét X Change from RuPaul's Drag Race feature at Smash Bros. I burn for you, but that might be the gonorrhea talking. Pish posh and tut tut, my good man. If you like pina coladas. Sometimes I wish I was a normal voice guy. It's a gift and a curse.